third step would be to start making things a little bit harder, and we can start doing this on the pads and adding a groove, so pretending that we're playing like hi-hat and a snare with the backbeat, and then play rudiments, whatever we want to add on top of this, and start repeating this so that we give more information to our brain while we're applying these motions, and we're not only focused to the leg and just the area that's working, but we start adding stuff on top of it and make it a little bit more challenging. So you can start with just a simple groove, so something like this. Then we can do the same thing with the alternated feet. And so on. So this is a great way of starting to add stuff on top of this. Then we can start, making things a little bit harder with our hands, playing rudiments like. Or we can start working on the slide technique, adding it to single strokes, which is very similar to than what I explained in the drag bass drum notes lesson. So starting to, for example, add the single stroke on the first 16 note, then on the second, third, fourth, and so on, keeping a regular groove, so something like this. So you can really get creative and just starting to add, the double stroke with the slide technique wherever you feel comfortable and you want to expand and try this. Another good way of applying the double stroke is starting. This is a good technique to use for fills. If you want to play, for example, 2 hand strokes and 2 foot stroke, or 4 and 2. Okay, so you can start playing 1 foot, alternating single strokes, and then 1 bar alternating double strokes. So or you can use this for blast beats or alternating 1 hand and foot strokes. Okay, and so on. You can start to move this around, make things harder with your hands, move around and try to follow a path that will bring you to put these slide technique strokes in every 16 notes, in every situation that you wouldn't naturally or spontaneously do improvising, so that you expand your vocabulary and the usage of this technique. Then you can translate everything that you've been doing on the pads on the drum kit. So repeat whatever you were doing here on the kit, working on the sound, working on the dynamics, on controlling the spaces between the notes and all that stuff, the balance, no tensions on the leg, and so on. And try to really start to be comfortable in using this technique and make it part of your tools and the weapons that you can use playing. So have a good practice, and I'll see you next time. Hey there, if you're liking the videos that I'm uploading, you should check these videos on jamespaynedrums.com, in which I upload a more in-depth version of the videos with multicam views, PDFs, so that you have everything written down and you don't have to always memorize everything. There's going to be Polynome playlists where I've basically created playlists that you can follow, speed up, slow down, just play one part of whatever I'm playing, just the snare, just the bass drum, and it's all through an app, so you can take it on your phone with you in your practice room, and coaching videos, which means you will have my voice reminding you what to focus on, either in balance on your right hand, on your left foot, based on where you are in the exercises, so that it's like if I'm gonna be there with you in the room while you're practicing. So there's gonna be a bunch of extra content there that might help you out practicing and improving faster.